Today's topic is נחשתן. This is the bronze sculpture or image of a snake that was used by Moses to heal the Hebrews from snake bites. In Numbers 21:4, reading all the way down, then they set out from Mount Hor by the way of the Red Sea to go around the land of Edom, and the people became impatient because of the journey. Essentially, the Hebrews kept bitching, and the people spoke against Yahweh in Masha. Why have you brought us out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? For there is no food and no water, and we loathe this miserable food. They were complaining about how Egypt had onions, and that was worth getting the fucking flesh ripped off of their back. But I digress. Anyway, the bronze serpent, נחשתן. And Yahweh sent fiery serpents among the people, and they bit the people, so that many of Yashar'al died. So the people came to Masha and said, we have sinned because we have spoken against Yahweh, and you intercede with the Lord, that he may remove the serpents from us. Notice a pattern of people who are close to Yahweh and other people around them basically giving them shit for being close to Yahweh. And then it's like a fuck around and find out moment. And then the people are ripping off your tzatz. They're like grabbing your wrist and arms. Please, please intercede. You could have just behaved yourself, but again, I digress. In Yahweh's infinite mercy, we then read here, then the Lord said to Moses, make a fiery serpent and set it on a standard, and it shall come about that everyone who is bitten, when he looks at it, he shall live. And Masha made a bronze serpent and set it on the standard. And it came about that if the serpent bit any man, when he looked at the bronze serpent, he lived. If you're curious as to why a bronze serpent specifically, nakash, the Hebrew word for snake is nakash. Another meaning for the word nakash is bronze. If you take into consideration Daniel's dream of statue of Nebuchadnezzar, it being comprised of different metals and such. You know how people suck off the Amalekites, the Grecians, for them having the pinnacle of humans. They're not humans. The pinnacle of society. It was Greece. It was Rome. It was the Greco-Roman society that all they did was like have gay butt sex with each other and do sorcery. But yeah, like they were so intelligent because they were good at algebra. They were sorcerers, which is why they were good at numerology. But in any case, look at the Grecian. The section for Greece. What metal is that? So the thing people tend to forget about Yahweh is he is the master creator and alchemist. Alchemai in Hebrew, meaning to do as God. Chemical or kamaikal will give you as a container in the Hebrew translator on Google at least. This is imperative because in alchemy, containers are like, you know, the whole thing. There's a thing called an alchemical rotation or a spiral. You know, when I talk about spiraling, you're alchemizing your emotion when you spiral. When you ferment and spiral in an emotion or a frequency or a spirit, you are alchemizing yourself. It is up to you if that's for the better or worse, but this is why then you feel physical alterations to your biology after a frequency is emitted from your mind. Never mind, I just thought I saw some Nakash symbolism in alchemy. Nothing important, nothing that has to, like, you know, confirm what I'm talking about in the slightest at all. Here's this weird thing that comes from Amalekite culture. It's a snake eating itself, symbolizing the circle of life, the infinite loop. I wonder why Nakash symbolism would be important for Al-Malak, the Amalekites. I wonder why that could possibly be. They're gaslighting children to waste their money to go to college so that they can be force-fed this shit, by the way. So they can join a Freemasonic fraternity or sorority and then learn about how to spiritually consume themselves for lack of a foundation and consumption of wicked wisdom. Before I drag this last point home, I'm just gonna put the rest of the stuff I would have liked to say, but I just couldn't be fucked to make a setup for it. So just look at it and make your own connections. The point of me saying all this is to convey the point that it pays to not be a neurotic idiot at the exact moment things aren't going the way you would like it to go. By having faith, you are giving Yahweh a display of how receptive you are to his will. He sees this and he makes a great thing when people see nothing. In this case, the alchemical lead would be the Grecian bronze. But the thing about that type of bronze is it's really lead when you unveil it. Same thing with serpent worship. You just devour yourself. It's not infinite. You just consume yourself trying to be infinite. Hayawanai wa Nakash, the Greeks and the snake, both things that would be lead, he alchemizes this to a metaphorical healing bronze statue. The same thing that people were shitting themselves over, the snakes biting them and killing them, is the same thing that he used to heal them. And this metal is so precious, all you had to do was look at it. Copper is an antioxidant. It's a healing metal. Ancient civilizations used metal to heal their bodies for a long time, so there's also that.